Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and Pokemon fans of the world, welcome. Now, before I present you guys with the main point of the video here, I come at you guys completely out of character, and I am going to be coming at you guys as 100% myself. I come at you guys 100% Corey, no Mega Crasher, no Team Skull Boss, no gimmicks, no BS, none of that stuff. Kind of just want to make this video and shoot straight with you guys, and this involves cheating in Pokemon. So, with that being said, I would like to also preface this by saying that this isn't the first time that I have talked about the subject of cheating on this channel. In fact, I'll even go one step further and link you guys to that video in the description box down below. Now, I will say this, that this video is well over an hour long, and if you guys have the time and patience, then feel free to check it out. I go into a lot of detail and talk about a few things when it comes to cheating and give my perspective on this, and from that, you're probably thinking, well then, Corey, why are you making another video talking about cheating when you already have? And that's a very fair question. The reason why I'm doing this is to not only clear the air and clear up some misunderstandings as to what my overall stance is on cheating, but to also kind of give you guys a little bit of a renewed perspective on what cheating is, what playing legally is, and being legit, and things like that. So with all that being said and out of the way, I'm going to be talking about three things here in this video, and that is legal Pokemon, legit Pokemon, and hacked Pokemon. So with all that being said there, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be talking about the most easiest out of the three, and that is legit Pokemon. So let's do this. So, legit Pokemon. What makes a Pokemon legit? Well, this right here is pretty much a thank you Captain Obvious kind of thing, because it's pretty easy to tell what a legit Pokemon is. A legit Pokemon is a Pokemon that you not only get within the game, but you also breed and train up yourself without any modifications, without even touching that Pokemon with any sort of third-party software, modification devices, etc. So, for example, I bred a 5IV Beldum, and I trained it into a Metagross for competitive play. Now, not a single thing is hacked about it. I trained it, I IV bred it, I gave it the proper moveset. I did not use anything illegal, such as power saves or PK Hex or anything like that. And also, not to mention, everything is congruent with that Pokemon in terms of its abilities, in terms of the EVs, in terms of the movesets, things like that. And that right there is pretty much what a legit Pokemon is, meaning that it is purebred, 100% legal, there is nothing wrong with it, and you can bring it to any tournament, whether it is hosted by Nintendo or not. So, with that being said and out of the way, this right here was a pretty quick and easy section, but now we get on to what a legal Pokemon is, which I would like to preface by saying that any legit Pokemon is legal, but there is still some things to be talked about when it comes to legal Pokemon, so let's go ahead and move on. Okay, so with this next subject here, we talk about legal Pokemon, and this right here kind of goes into the realm of cheating or hacking when it comes to legal Pokemon. And the reason why this does involve the likes of cheating and hacking is because you can Pokegen and hack a Pokemon for it to be 100% legal, meaning that there is nothing illegal about it when it comes to the EVs, when it comes to the movesets, abilities, things like that. So pretty much, for example, say if I was to gen a 5IV Beldum, or better yet, we skip the training process and I gen a 5IV Metagross, and I give it the optimal moveset, you know, Meteor Mash, Zen Headbutt, Bullet Punch, Earthquake, whatever, and everything about it is legal. Two of the stats are maxed out at 252, and the remainder going to say something like special defense. You give it the abilities that is legal for it. In other words, you could give it light metal, almost said light body there, clear body as its other ability. My preference would be clear body because you don't want to have those Landorus's cut your attack by one stage with those intimidates and all that stuff. But anyways, getting back on track up in this. So the thing is that these Pokemon, while they may be deemed legal, the thing is that you can in fact hack a legal Pokemon, and there would be no difference when it comes to the performance of the Pokemon, because you can take a Pokemon that is purebred, such as, for example, my 5IV Beldum, you know, say I train that into a Metagross, give it the optimal moveset, optimal ability, things like that, and then I go up against a legally hacked Metagross that is of the exact same thing, same moveset, same EVs, and pretty much the only difference is the time factor. So that right there is one way of describing what legal Pokemon are, whether they be hacked or not. See, you can in fact have a legal Pokemon that is legit, but also you can have a legal Pokemon that is in fact hacked. Now, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to present you guys with the next part here in this video, where we're going to be talking about hacked Pokemon, and you can tell that these are blatantly hacked. So let's go ahead and move on. Okay, so now we talk about the good stuff. Now we talk about hacked Pokemon. Now, hacked Pokemon come in a variety of ways, whether they can be legal or illegal. Now, I've already talked about the legality when it comes to hacked Pokemon. Like, you can hack your Pokemon illegally, and there's literally no difference in the performance of the Pokemon other than the time factor. But now we get into hacked Pokemon, meaning that these Pokemon are straight hacked, and you can tell. For example, say if you have a Metagross with Fire Blast. Metagross can't learn Fire Blast, so that right there is a telltale sign that that Pokemon is hacked. Giving a Pokemon illegal moves, such as Metagross with Hydro Pump, such as the likes of Fire Blast, Thunderbolt, things like that, you know, you cannot do that. Those right there are illegal moves for a Pokemon like Metagross, who cannot learn them naturally. And if you were to give a Pokemon like Metagross, say, Flash Fire, it cannot naturally have that ability. So therefore, it is hacked and it is illegal. Now, the thing is that it's also really easy to tell when a Pokemon is hacked in that regard as well. But now we get into the more not so obvious ways, or maybe if you have a really sharp eye, then you can tell that something may or may not be hacked about this Pokemon. So say, for example, you have a Pokemon such as a starter Pokemon, right? Say if I was to choose Popplio, and you know, I train it, evolve into a Primarina. But say if I don't like that Primarina, say if I want to have, you know, a different Pokeball to give it more style points, say if I want to put it in a Beast Ball, you legally cannot have a Primarina in a Beast Ball, okay? Like, there are no way that you can catch 7th generation starters in Pokemon Sun and Moon, as you can only have one that is given to you at the beginning of the game. If you have a Beast Ball Primarina, then that is deemed illegal, even if that is all that's hacked about it. And the thing of it is that I don't make too much of a big deal of when it comes to Pokemon in illegal balls, because when it comes to the ball that a hacked Pokemon is in, or a legal Pokemon that's in, the ball literally makes no difference in the performance of the Pokemon. However, given the fact that you have a 7th generation starter in a Beast Ball is a pretty big red flag that, you know, hey, this Pokemon may be hacked. And I just want to say right now that if you used hacked Pokemon, I got no problem with you, as long as you are not bringing those Pokemon to official tournaments. Because if you do bring them to official tournaments, well, then that's kind of when you're putting a very, very, very big risk on yourself in getting caught and potentially getting banned from that tournament. When it comes to non-official tournaments, like say if you're part of the Smogon community, Nugget Bridge, or, you know, you're just playing flat rules, you know, you're just playing casually. You know, if you want to bring a 6IV shiny beast, such as the likes of Nihilego, or however it's pronounced, which, by the way, you cannot get shiny locked Pokemon such as Nihilego in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Which is also another way to tell if a Pokemon is hacked or not, is if it is shiny locked, okay? If it's shiny locked and it is shiny, then that Pokemon is obviously hacked, and hacked illegally, because of the fact that with that detail right there being an impossibility in the game, it is therefore deemed hacked and therefore deemed illegal. Now, the thing is as far, like I said, as far as unofficial tournaments go, if you want to bring hacked Pokemon, then you know what? Hey, all the power to you. You know, like, for example, for Smogon, you know, people would likely bring Gen Pokemon just for a Smogon tournament, which, you know, has nothing to do with Nintendo, nothing to do with VGC, things like that. Same with Nugget Bridge, has no affiliation whatsoever with Nintendo or VGC or whatever. Then you know what, that's fine. It's like, if you are bringing hacked Pokemon, though, to a tournament that you yourself know is illegal, for example, Flash Fire Metagross, if you know that that's illegal and you decide to bring it anyways, well, I'm sorry, but that's on you. That is 100% on you. But if you bring a Pokemon that is completely clean, you know, there is nothing illegal about it, but, and this is a big but, if it is Pokegend, I do not recommend you bring it to a tournament, because of the fact that these hack checks may or may not be able to pick up on the fact that, hey, this Pokemon might be genned. You know, things like that. Like, care to elaborate where you got it from? Just, you know, things like that. So, I mean, me being the guy that, you know, is, like, better safe than sorry when it comes to things like that. Now, I've never been to a VGC tournament. I think it'd be kind of cool if I was at a VGC tournament. Especially if I was in my Mega Crasher persona, you know, I could get some really cool video footage of me going crazy at VGC tournaments and maybe even do live performances when it comes to content and things like that, but I'm getting way the hell off topic here. So the thing of it is that if you hatched and you bred legally those Pokemon, then those Pokemon are 100% safe. They are 100% legal, 100% intact. You can bring them anywhere you damn sure please. But if these Pokemon are genned, even though if they are 100% legal, if they are genned, my recommendation for you guys would be not to bring them to official tournaments. Bring them to Smogon tournaments, sure. You know, Wi-Fi battle against your friend, sure. You know, have like a Nugget Bridge tournament, whatever, sure. That is absolutely fine. You know, as long as they meet the legal parameters, meaning that as long as their EVs don't exceed 510, as long as they don't have any illegal moves, as long as they don't have any illegal abilities, things like that, then you're completely fine. Hell, you could even make a Pokemon that's shiny that isn't supposed to be shiny, and it doesn't affect the performance of the Pokemon whatsoever. Gives it some style points, yes, but it doesn't affect the performance of the Pokemon. Now, when it comes to all that, you completely avoid it at all costs when it comes to official tournaments. Because if you were to bring those kind of Pokemon to official tournaments, then there would be no way you'd be getting past a hack check, and you would likely be banned on the spot. Now, with that being said, there is something else I kind of wanted to talk about here, and this in no way, shape, and form is meant to throw shade at anyone. In fact, like, you know, I have respect for every single VGC player, champion that there is. You know, Wolf Glick, Ray Rizzo, things like that. I mean, those guys are absolutely amazing, but there is, you know, a little something that I do need to talk about here in this video to kind of push my point just a little bit further. So with that being said, let's go ahead and move on to that point. So we all know about the Dream Ball Aegislash from Ray Rizzo, right? Now, here's the thing with the Dream Ball Aegislash. While it may have been completely illegal to have a Dream Ball with an Aegislash in it, considering that Aegislash was not obtainable in the 5th generation, and there is no Dream World in the 6th generation, then you would think right off the bat that, you know, hey, that person should have been disqualified, you know, banned from the tournament, whatever. But here's the thing, though, is that Nintendo and VGC did not ban Ray Rizzo from the tournament. As a matter of fact, he's one of the commentators, I believe, for VGC 2017, which I thought was really cool to see him on the commentators board. You know, props to you, all that good stuff, man. So I'm just kind of thinking, it's like, Nintendo, yes, they do not like the idea of bringing illegal Pokemon to tournaments, and by illegal, I'm talking about stats that exceed the EV limit of 510, so if you had 252 EVs in all your stats, if you brought, like, say, a Heatran with Hydro Pump and had Contrary Overheat or something like that, then yeah, that right there is completely illegal and completely unfair. But I'm thinking that with the fact that this small detail right here, having an illegal ball with Aegislash in it, I'm thinking that Nintendo probably didn't want to make too big a deal and probably didn't care too much about it, because it's, as I said before, you know, having a Pokemon in a ball, whether it be legal or illegal, does not affect the performance of that said Pokemon. Now, should Ray Rizzo have paid better attention? You're damn right. But the thing of it is that, you know, he realized he made a mistake, and he was very apologetic about it. And, you know, Nintendo obviously didn't go really too hard on him. You know, he's still in VGC, right? He's a 3-time champion. He is on the commentator board. So I'm thinking that when it comes to Nintendo's thoughts on cheating, you know, they aren't as anal as some people are about it, because they're not going to freak out over, oh my god, you know, Beast Ball Porygon, or oh my god, you know, Dream Ball Aegislash, things like that, you know. They themselves realize that having a Pokemon in a ball does not enhance the performance of that said Pokemon in any way, shape, and form. If it did, then yeah, that would be a bit of a problem. But the thing of it is that when it comes down to it at the end of the day, you know, if you have a Pokemon that you suspect may be hacked, then my recommendation for you, don't bring it to a tournament. Because the thing of it is, I wouldn't want to see you get banned or get in trouble or whatever. You know, if you are going to be bringing Pokemon at all to a tournament, bring your own kind of thing, you know. Breed them, catch them, EV train them, things like that. You know, that way you know yourself that it is 100% legit, 100% legal, and 0% hacked kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, you know, the next thing I kind of want to touch on would be the Dream Ball Raichu. And the thing of it is that the Dream Ball Raichu, obviously, you know, owned by Wolf Glick, which, by the way, much love to you, my man. Like, big fan, okay? And the fact that you are the 2016 VGC World Champion, I think that's pretty damn cool. And I think it'd be an absolute honor to have a battle with you one day when it comes to VGC. I know I'd get my butt whooped all around, but hey, you know what? Battling with the champion would be pretty damn cool, I think. Now, the thing of it is that he did, in fact, use a Dream Ball Raichu. Now, where did he use it? He did not use it in a VGC tournament. The Dream Ball Raichu in question was used in a non-official tournament. I believe it was a Nugget Bridge tournament, which, by the way, I made reference to earlier to say that they are not affiliated with Nintendo. They have no connection with VGC whatsoever, or maybe they do, but the thing of it is, excuse me, the thing of it is that any tournaments that are hosted by Nugget Bridge has no affiliation whatsoever with Nintendo, therefore unofficial, which means that even if your Pokemon is in an illegal ball, if everything else is legal about it, such as 510 EVs and all this in total, anyways, for your stats, not 510 EVs in all your stats, that'd be ridiculous. You know, legal move pool, legal abilities, things like that, then you know you're fine. You are good to go. So with that though being said, I definitely felt like that with the whole Dream Ball Aegislash incident, with the whole Dream Ball Raichu incident kind of thing. I mean, I definitely think that I got blown way the hell out of proportion. I also think that, you know, hey, maybe these mistakes could have been better scouted, that, you know, maybe they didn't bring those Pokemon to, say, VGC tournament or whatever, and by they I'm talking about Ray Rizzo, you know, bringing in his Dream Ball Aegislash to his VGC tournament where he used it. You know, I personally would have recommended him not to use it, but the thing of it is, you know, if Nintendo didn't do anything majorly consequential in terms of Ray Rizzo and the Dream Ball Aegislash, then obviously having a Pokemon that, albeit legally bred and all that stuff, if it's in an illegal ball, you know, they're not going to care too much, because the thing is that they realize themselves that having a Pokemon in a ball, whether it be legal or illegal, makes no difference in the performance of the said Pokemon. Now, of course, if it did, that would be a different story. So, with all that being said there, ladies and gentlemen, out of the way, I would like to say thank you guys very much for watching this video. It was a little bit on the spot, you know, I was thinking about doing a video like this for a while now, but the thing of it is, I didn't really prepare a script or anything like that. I just kind of went off the cuff, you know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, say thank you guys again for watching this video. You know, if you enjoyed it, then, you know, feel free to give it a like. I would definitely love to hear from you guys when it comes to this here video. I want to hear your guys' opinions, you know? Like, I want to know what your guys' viewpoints are on, you know, what cheating is, like, what you guys think cheating is, what you guys don't think, what you guys don't think cheating is what I'm trying to say. And, you know, things like that, you know, I love having discussions with you guys when it comes to just pretty much anything. So, with that being said, thank you guys very much for watching. I love each every single one of you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good night, guys.